Hello and welcome back, all you wonderful Rise of Kingdoms players out there. This is Dragothien here. Today we're going to be doing our league bets. This is what we do on Fridays, ladies and gentlemen. We do our league bets on Fridays. We've only got a few weeks left of this, unfortunately. My betting itch is going to be going away again, and I'm going to have to wait for Season 5. But it's Season 4 right now. We've got about 4 weeks left. And I'm going to go through all the realms here. There's quite a few juicy bets to be made here. Again, most of you, if you've been following my weekly betting videos, should have more than enough to buy out the entire shop and then some. And I've got 3,300 coins here. I've got another few coins coming after I bet as well. So right now we're just going for pure value. There's no reason to be safe with any of these bets right now. I'll tell you some safe bets if you're still in the situation where you need to make maybe a few thousand extra coins to get what you want out of the shop. But we're going to be going full value here. And there's quite a few. There's quite a few bets here that we can make. In fact, I think I counted 6 bets that we can make for some really good value. And ones that could possibly win. And give us some solid coins. So we're going to go through each realm. There's actually at least one in each realm that we're going to go through, and we'll talk through why. First off, 1V versus OV. Very, very possible that 1V defeats OV. If we look at the numbers here, 1V has steamrolled through the tournament pretty quickly. OV having their only loss come to Song, which is a heavy favorite for the winners of the Realm of Horus. So I mean, there's no downside there. OV, there's nothing to be upset about losing to Song. Very strong team. So I mean, it can happen to any team any given Sunday. You know what I mean? But with this, you've got over 2-to-1 odds. 1V versus OV. I'm gonna put 400 coins on OV. 1V. 400 coins on 1V because there's 2-to-1 odds here. I can get 800 plus the 400 back. Now we're talking 1,200. Okay. Let's keep scrolling down. All the other ones look to be fairly betted for the most part. I think C9N may actually win against 114K, but there's not a good return on your investment for the risk there. Same thing with SW and TR. I think anybody could win that game for the most part. Song versus BG. This is one that you could definitely do as well. BG's a solid team, but I do think Song is just that good and will win. JST versus 412A, same thing. JWM versus K374. I mean, look at K374. Their only loss coming to 1008, which is a very strong alliance this Season 2. Not bad, and this is doable. But again, I mean, we're looking at a 3-to-1 odds here. Not mind-blowing, and JWM is certainly the favorite. Now, UCS SX54. This is almost 7-to-1. This is almost a 7-to-1 trade here. And SX54 has every possible chance to beat UCS. UCS is a strong team, no doubt. They're top 5, more than likely, in the game when it comes to Osiris League teams and all that good stuff, especially lately. And should win. And that's what the prize pool says, but we're betting on odds. We're betting on the team possibly being able to beat the favorite and the odds being really, really strong. We're going to go ahead and go 400 here as well. Maybe. Here we go. 406 fine. SX54, 406. And then finally, 1008 versus Lig. It's relatively even. Anybody could win that match. Not really too concerned about it. Let's go to Anubis. We've got 439W versus 463F. I want to steer clear of that one. I think 439W will win this. Absolutely steamrolling through the playoffs there. 463F losing to 68RB. However, V636 versus KKSA. KKSA has been a little weird lately. Almost losing to T489 last week by, 50 points? 49 points? And then losing to 6P, who is a favorite, by the way. New favorite in my in the Realm of Anubis bracket. And then you've got V636, the defending champions of Season 2, I believe. No, Season 3 of the Realm of Anubis. And yeah, I mean, you can see that. They got the little champion signal right there. So defending champions against KKSA. KKSA was a runner-up in that same season and did very strong, but this season kind of been up and down. I think it has to do with their KBK. They had a very strong KBK, a very hard KBK. There was a lot of fighting, so maybe that's causing some issues. But with these odds, this is 23-1, roughly 23-1 odds. I'm gonna put like 350. Yeah, put like 350, 360 on KKSA. All the other ones here seem pretty accurately betted. If you want a sure thing that's going to give you some decent return, PX34 going up against G636. I think that's going to be one of the most sure things in this week's matches. Nothing against G636. They're a very good team, but PX34 is just PX34. I think they're going to win that handily, and at only 3-1, that's not too bad. You want to see 1-1, but I mean, that's about as sure of a thing as you can get. The other one I want to bet, and this one isn't really necessarily a huge ratio, but I truly believe that 6P will beat 74NV. I mean, 74NV is one of the stronger alliances in Realm of Anubis. They lost to V636 earlier in the season, and then they beat GLDA and 074S, whereas 6P has taken out AX, they've taken out KKSA, and they've taken out T489, all of which are strong alliances. So I'm actually going to bet a decent amount on 6P because not only are they the underdog, but I do think they're going to win. I'm going to go, because this will give me about 2-1. I'm going to go 1,200. 1,200 on 6P. They've made believers out of me. Scroll down, 68 RB. Underdogs to 556. This is also one that you could look at potentially. Losing to 671K last week, but so did 556, losing to 439W. This was a close match. This was a fairly close match. This is relatively even and more even than I think the prize pool dictates. But let's continue. Bastet. This is another one. I'm curious as to why Alpha and Omega 804 is so heavily betted against TOC. TOC is a very strong alliance and just barely lost to the premier alliance in their own kingdom. 3-7 lost by 37,000 points here to 36,400. TOC is a strong alliance, and AO4 is too. Don't get me wrong. They beat DBs, they beat 77GN, but they lost to LW92. I really feel like TOC is going to beat AO4. So I'm going to put some more coins. I'm going to go maybe 400. And this might want to be your heavy bet, guys. TOC, this might want to be one of your heavy bets if you've got the coins. I put a lot of coins on 6P just because I really think they're going to win. But I would also do that with TOC. If I've got some extra coins left over, I'm going to come back and put them on TOC. Pokemon versus BIA. This is a 3-1 odds. I'm really at a toss-up on this one. I think BIA is a little oversold on their total power versus who they've been beating. Pokemon, they lost to T2A 2 weeks ago. I think they have the potential to win, though. So I'm going to put just a few coins, not a whole lot. I'm going to go maybe 200 coins here. 60 GT should win against 86 NK. DNT should beat RE89. Wib should beat A803, although this is a 30-something to 1. So again, we're going to bet on 30-something to 1 just because. I mean, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 300. Just because, again, it's 30 to 1. It's 30, over 30, almost 40 to 1 rate. So 300 times 40, that's 12,000 coins if I win. So let's go. All right, so let's see. We've got Rays versus 838. I think Rays should win that. Lost versus LW92. I think Lost should actually win this, and they are the underdog prize pool wise, but it's just not enough. It's just not big enough of a ratio there. And then here's another value one, guys. You got 3-1 odds against T2A on K916 here, and K916 could very well beat T2A. I'm not gonna lie. Both of these teams are very strong. Obviously, I'm in T2A, and I plan on winning. That's the goal here. But K916 could pull the win out. I mean, they're a very strong alliance. We have a strong kingdom in 916, and these guys know how to play. So if you want another good value bet, 5 million versus 12.7, that's about a 2.5 to 1 odds. It's not bad. And finally, let's go into Realm of Sobek. The final one down here. This is actually a match I would really love to watch. RD2K versus Vikings of Valhalla. Vikings having lost to 0-1 HK by literally 170 points. That's basically a toss-up match in my opinion. RD2K going through some decent alliances here, relatively easily here. So this should be a battle of the matchup. Like whoever wins this could potentially win the whole thing. RD2K versus VK78. And right off the bat too, man. These two could meet in the finals for Realm of Sobek, and nobody should be disappointed. All the other ones though in this bracket, surprisingly for Sobek, because usually Sobek's where all the value's at. Surprisingly, all these in the Realm of Sobek are properly betted for the most part. I don't see any where I'm like, okay, well that could possibly happen, because I mean maybe this one here, but even then, like it's really a toss-up. This is one where I would bet just because VK78 was my pick, by the way, as a top 3 to win it in my Eye for Talent video. But you know, I think this is also a toss-up. I may throw just a couple hundred coins on here, maybe 200. Maybe 200. Yeah, we'll do 200, and then we'll go back to Anubis. I'm sorry, Bastet, and we'll put the rest on Talk. Bingo. All right, so we've got so many bets, guys. Got so many bets. So many bets. How many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 bets this week. Get your value in, guys. 8 bets this week. I spread the love around quite a bit. And again, I only need like 1 or 2 of these 8 to hit to make my coins back and then some. And if 6P hits, I'll definitely have made my coins back. And if, dear God, if 803 hits, I'll have quadrupled my coins, no problem. So these are my bets. A04 losing to Talk with 500 coins. 1V defeating OV 400 coins. BIA losing to Pokemon 200 coins. Wib 8 versus A803 losing to A803 for 300 coins. RD2K losing to VK78 for 200 coins. UCS losing to SX54 for 400 coins. V636 losing to KKSA for 360 coins. And 6P winning. This is my big bet. 6P winning against 74NV for 1,200 coins. Now, again, this does not mean that I think all of these are going to win. I hope they all win, because that's a lot of coins for me. But the chances of all these winning are very small. The idea here is that we're spreading our bets around so that, assuming a third of these hit, and I'm right, we've more than made our coins back, and we've more than likely, depending on which ones hit, made 3, 4, 5 times our coins. So that's the idea. That's the idea behind all of these bets. You want to kind of hedge. If you want to be super safe, again, you could have taken, I had 3,800 coins or so after finishing those last two little things there. And you can go and bet 100% on, let's see, who do you want to bet on? You can bet 100% on Song. You can bet, you can go and put it on somebody like that. There is some risk to those things because, again, at the very end, any team can win. Any team can really win. But I think the most locked up matchup here, PX34 is a good locked up matchup if you want to be safe. Let's see. 60 GT, another one that's probably really safe. Man, 0-1 HK probably too, but look at that's 10 to 1 odds. You'll get nothing back. Yeah, Sobek has so much betting. It's hard to say to use these. CD70 probably is a guaranteed victory there. In fact, a massively guaranteed victory there. 52SK versus 1K91. This is not as locked up as some might think. 1K91 lost to UW15, but very strong team. And then same thing here. There's not there. Who knows? So I think PX34 in the realm of Anubis is the way to go if you want a super safe bet, and you'll get like a third of your coins back in a victory. So if you bet 3,000, you'll win 1,000 plus the 3,000 you bet, so you'll have 4,000 coins. So that's how that works. All right, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. I hope it's been helpful. We're losing betting days, so we've only got about 3 more of these left to go. I hope these have been helpful for you all, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Have a good one, and take care.